What's going on? Oh, let me make sure this is off. What is going on? Yo, yo. I hope this works. What's going on, everybody? Let me still go. Let's see. Uh, oh my God. Oh, 010. Let's hope that works. Oh, it works. What's going on? If you can hear me, please let me know you can hear me loud and clear. I'm going to get started in a second here. Boko Haram is trending in Nigeria. USAID is trending in Nigeria. So let's talk about it. I'm going to spend a few minutes here to talk about it. If you're wondering why I'm dressed up, I am on site with a client. So I just have a few minutes to burn and we're going to talk about it. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's see. Retouch. Okay, nice. All right. Hi, Becky Cole. Please let me know, Becky Cole. Can you hear me? Hello. Can you hear me? Just let me know. Highlight saved to your channel as unlisted. No, don't do that. Where is near to start? Okay. Yeah, if you can hear me, please let me know. Like there's no way for me to test my audio. So if you can hear me, let me know. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I appreciate you. All right, so let's talk about this thing. Shout out to you. Welcome to Man of Prestige. My name is Ola, coming to you live. I'm on the road. I'm on the client side. So a few minutes to burn. This thing that's going viral in Nigeria right now on Nigerian Twitter, Boko Haram, USAID, Barack Obama, all that is going viral right now. I read just a little bit on it and it just became very obvious that, oh my God, we have lots of work to do in terms of educating our people, not just educating our people, but educating our people on what truly drives this world: power dynamics, emotional intelligence, uh, our social awareness, the principles that guide our very existence as the human race, um, as individuals, as groups of people, as communities, as nations, races of all types. We're going to keep talking about it. Yeah, we're going to keep talking about it. But hello, Skippy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So the question today is, did did Barack Obama did he fund Boko Haram with USAID, which is uh, an independent organization that basically funds different initiatives around the world, right? That's what it's about. Did he fund, right, or did the U.S. government, by way of USAID, fund Boko? What's Boko Haram? Boko Haram is basically a terrorist organization that was basically terrorizing Nigeria, northern Nigeria, and some other nations around Nigeria, Niger, and a few other nations. And right now, it's going viral on the internet, right? So, sir, make we make hamburger help together. Oh my God. Shout out to all of you coming in through the mobile feed. But I'm recording this for my community, the Prestige family. If you want to be a part of it, just hit subscribe so you can be a part of it. You might be seeing me for the first time. We do have a community here. All right. So let me just get straight to the point. Did we? Okay. So here's the thing: every solution that's created in this world will create a new problem. I want you to note that while I go through it. Some of the things that people are saying, don't sign in. There you go. Thank God. Some of the things that people are saying, let's see here, USAID are wild. You know, people bringing Barack Obama's name into this because it was once upon a time a president. Also, during the Barack Obama administration, let's see here, there you go, found something. During the Barack Obama administration, um, that's when they got rid of Gaddafi, Okay, you see, this world operates on a very complex system, right? So a guy called Scott Perry. He's a U.S. lawmaker, and apparently there's a video that's been going viral in Nigeria where he was seen talking about how U.S. aid was used to fund Boko Haram, but also many other terrorist activities around the world. Okay, so because I'm talking about terrorists and things like that, this video might get flagged. So make sure you're hitting the like button. Either you're watching this as a replay, okay? That way we can maintain some visibility for it, okay? Block. All right. So there's a report here on Vanguard, right? I'm just gonna read that. It says how USAID funded Boko Haram. Scott Perry, U.S. lawmaker. And this guy, a United States lawmaker, Scott Perry, has accused the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, of funding terrorist organizations including Boko Haram, ISIS, and Al Qaeda. And Perry, a Republican from Pennsylvania, is it making sense already? Made these claims on Thursday during the first hearing of the subcommittee on delivering on government efficiency, DOGE, the Elon Musk organization. The Economist reported the session titled The War on Waste, because this is all about shutting down USAID. They're having to answer to shutting down USAID, right? Which is, again, a program that funds different initiatives around the world, which might include, they're highlighting condoms now, but obviously it's much larger than that. Basically feeding the poor and taking care of everybody, right? Baby Wins, welcome, Jerry. Good to see you. So the session was titled The War on Waste, stamping out the scourge of improper payments and fraud, focused on allegations of misappropriation of taxpayer funds. So these are money from taxes of United States Americans, citizens and residents, right? He said, who gets some of that money? Does that name ring a bell to anybody in the room? Because your money, okay, that's United States tax dollar payers, right? $697 million annually, plus the shipments of cash funds in madrasas, ISIS, Al Qaeda, Boko Haram, ISIS, Khorasan, terrorist training camps. That's what it's funding. All right. So the way they put that together is like they are sending money, like the way people, let me say, the way it's been interpreted, which is probably their intentions, is that that money is being sent directly to them, particularly to fund this terror organization so they can terrorize Africa. So now Nigerian Twitter is pissed off. They're angry. More importantly, they're ignorant. Okay, or more notably, ignorant. Right? He said the USAID's reported funding of $136 million for funding 120 schools in Pakistan had zero evidence of the school's construction, okay? Because again, there is corruption everywhere in the world, including the United States. Oh, by the way, a lot of politicians were bribed to make those things happen. That doesn't mean they didn't fund the money, but the reality is that there's a lot more to this story than just, oh, they're just funding terrorizing Africa. You see, if you keep thinking that way, you will never really solve the problem, right? All right, I'll get to my point in a second. I'll be very quick, okay? So USA spent $840 million in the last 20 years on Pakistan education-related program. It includes $136 million to build 120 schools. Now, this money that is being sent around the world, do they need to monitor it and check where they're going and verify and quality assurance and all those kind of things? Yes. As in, like, just verify, right? Yes, they should. Because for every time you see money, right, there's going to be somebody that will abuse the situation and steal. That happens everywhere in the world, okay? So they need to monitor that money, right? It includes 136 million to build 120 schools, of which there's zero evidence that any of them were built. Why would there be any evidence? The Inspector General can't get in to see them. But you know what? We doubled down and spent $20 million from USAID to create educational television programs for children unable to attend physical schools. Yeah, they can't attend it because it doesn't exist. You paid for it. All right. So this person is basically trying to incite Americans and get them angry that they've been paying for all this stuff and these schools are nowhere to be found. Can that be true? Yeah, to an extent, it could be true. But now Nigeria is getting angry at, guess who? They're getting angry with Barack Obama. And I can guess where this is going. Okay, Barack Obama was president when USAID was actively working. So now, instead of Elon Musk and Donald Trump to just clean up any mess, right? They would like to drag somebody else's name through the mud. And of course, as ignorant as the internet gets, of course, they are now dragging Barack Obama, sadly. So let me share the lesson with you real quick so I can run. Every solution that's created in this life creates new problem. So here's what I mean by that. If the United States have put together a program, right, to help different nations around the world, I want you to be clear that the United States, yes, while they do it for charity, applaudable, they're not just doing it because they're nice. They're doing it to protect themselves, to continue to keep a tab on what's going on around the world. That's part, they have value that they get from that by doing that. So that's number one. That's, let's get that out of the window. So but when they create that program to help solve for poverty around the world, so that they're not Oloshi, right? They're not just this prosperous nation living among so many poor nations. They want to continue to mitigate the risk of living amongst very poor and dangerous people. They put those money out there. That will solve the problem for, a percentage of whoever it's meant for, right? But we also know that there are also people in charge of those money that will take advantage of it. This is just how human beings work. Okay, and they have to continue to put measures in place to mitigate the risk of people siphoning the money for their own use and selfish needs. That's just the way it works. But now, can that money go to fund a Boko Haram and Al Qaeda? Yes, but it's not a direct thing. It's just like when I say, okay, every rich politician that steals money in Nigeria, right? That money goes to fund the gate man, the house help girl, the tailor, the streets, the champagne, right? The money goes into the economy, obviously, even though it's stolen. Or can money from a cartel, right, drug cartel, can it fund some people's lifestyle that didn't directly steal the money? The answer is yes. How come we don't have enough Nigerians on Twitter that can, I didn't see enough, I'm sorry, that can think this kind of things true, and instead of getting inflamed by a US politician and getting you angry, you're able to say, hey, no, it's not that simple. They're funding, yeah, of course it's the same money that goes through the system and fund bad activities. But to now start dragging Barack Obama's name into it, and for very dark man again to start instigating, we need enough people to be able to make sense of these kind of things. Okay, that's what I wanted to share with you today. Now, with that being said, is there anything I missed in this story? It's going viral. Go and read it and come back here, because I don't have time to read it. I could just tell, oh, but Ola, you should do your research. No, I'm here right now. I'm telling you, once you do your research, you come back and correct me. I give you the permission. I run this platform. I've done a little bit. I want you to go and read it and then come back and tell me what I'm missing here. The question is this: Is Boko, is it, what's the question again? Was Boko Haram funded by Barack Obama using USAID? And is this what it was designed to do? Is that a good enough reason to shut it down? What are the downsides to shutting down USAID beyond, oh, let's shut down the terrorist group? Shutting down the terrorist group is not going to be as simple as removing the funds, but you might want to monitor where the funds are going. But that's an ongoing process, right? Because every new solution, keep in mind, that's the lesson here. Every new solution creates new problems. So do me a favor, make sure you tap the thumbnail. This is a mobile stuff right now, so my regular people probably didn't see it, but if you help me tap the thumbnail, it will push it out to them. But that's all I have for you right now. I don't really have much time today. Hopefully I'll get back in the studio very soon and we can do some live session. Now, if you go to my homepage, channels page, I do have a 36-part series on marriage that's coming up. So make sure you go follow Lola and Ola on YouTube. That channel is actually linked on the homepage of this channel. It's called Lola and Ola. Well, if you're searching for it on YouTube, just search for Lola and Ola, Get My Marriage Back on YouTube. It comes right up. And we have tons of video there already. There are 2,000 subscribers there already. So you won't be alone. All right. Big Win, shout out to you. And if you came back here later on, shout out to you. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. God bless. Peace.